Room 205 is back here. It's right there.
This is where we heard the whispering.
John, tell me you heard that.
I heard that.
What was that?
What?
Governor Hill Mansion.
Governor Hill Mansion.
There was a woman.
What's that?
That was on the table.
Yes, I do not know what that was, but I'm looking right at the table. 159. We're on our way to the piano on the first floor. I'm gonna put this Olympus out there. Apparently the piano plays by itself. It plays loud enough so that the director, who is working behind this really thick closed door, she can hear the piano playing loudly. She says it doesn't make a tinking sound or even a low sound. It plays entire whole full songs. When she comes out, it stops. So we're gonna put this out on the piano. Any of these other flashlights here within 8 to 10 seconds starting right now. That one. Good, thank you. This one. Okay.
Sitting you down or anything like that.
Oh, okay. So let's try to pay our respects to Mrs. Hill. Mrs. Hill, we're here to have tea with you. We're here to invite you to tea with us as well, because we know that you probably haven't had tea in a while. So we're not really sure how to do this, but we figured that you might find it a treat just to sit down and have tea with girls. So we're assuming that one of these head of the table areas are for you. So we're going to sit in the middle, and you can pick either side that you want. And maybe at some point throughout the evening, you can let us know which one you're sitting at. That would be really, really nice. Okay, so we're going to sit on the sides. My name is Kat.
My name is Teresa.
My name is Erica.
And thank you for joining us at tea. I'm going to turn my recorder on too. For this session, we're going to do, it's the first of one of our experiments. We're going to do a flashlight session. It's, I don't know what you call it, like a distance experiment or something. We're going to situate ourselves in the ladies' parlor, which is channel 5 on the screen. But we're going to put a flashlight on the grand piano, which is in the entryway on channel 6 on the screen. We're also going to put another flashlight on channel 4, which is right outside of Mrs. Hill's bedroom door, or near Mrs. Hill's bedroom door. And then we're going to do, we're going to try our very first flashlight session where we're not actually in the room with the flashlight, and we're going to see if that works. See what kind of effects we have. What kind of effects it has. But also, we've just discussed that we're going to extend the response time. Usually we give an 8 to 10 second response time where we find the responses within that time period to be acceptable, but because we're assuming that they have to walk in real time the same way as we do, we'll give a 20 to 30 second response time in case they have to walk up to the second floor, walk back down, turn on, turn off, whatever. So probably 20 to 30 second response time. So it'll be a little bit longer. So that's what we're gonna do. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go do that.
Do you want us to let you know if our flashlights?
Yeah, because we won't be able to
It's
see
the
it.
only way.
Yep.
Okay. No, I just want to make sure that
Yep.
you're okay with
Yep.
us breaking into
Absolutely.
silence.
All right. Our light's on out there. I'll
Yeah, it
wait
is.
for it to go off. If there's somebody here who wants to talk to us, can you please come down so that you can hear us clearly? We're down in the ladies' parlor. Right now, we're doing the EVP session, the
Flashlight session.
the flashlight session. That's our experiment, and we're in the ladies' parlor right now. John and I are gonna do this flashlight session from here, and we hope that we'll pick up some interesting results. It might have been my.
No, it wasn't Tony because he looked at you.
It might have been my water bottle.
Yeah,
I don't want to
you-
debunk too early,
yeah.
but I'm not sure if that's what it was or not. Okay, so the lights are out. Okay, thank you. If you're here, my name is Kat.
And I'm John.
And we're gonna do a flashlight session with anyone who would like to do one with us. Did you notice that there's a flashlight on the piano? If so, you could turn one on. You can turn one of the two flashlights on at any time within the next 30 seconds. We've changed the way we time acceptable responses because we're assuming in a kind of worst case scenario or most realistic case scenario that the spirits are still operating in linear time like people do, and that they have to walk from place to place in order to manipulate the flashlights. So there's a flashlight, there's two flashlights on the piano in the next room. There's two flashlights on the second floor upstairs outside of the bedrooms of Mr. and Mrs. Hill, or Governor Hill and Mrs. Hill. So there are two flashlights for you to manipulate, turn on and off on the piano out here in this kind of entranceway, or whatever room this is. It's kind of between rooms. It's like a giant hallway at the base of the stairs. There's also two flashlights upstairs on the table outside of the master bedrooms.
Flashlight.
We are going to give you, for today's flashlight session, because the flashlights are in different rooms, and there are no flashlights in this room with us, we're going to give you between 20 and 30 seconds to give us your responses, in case you have to actually walk or run to each of the flashlights in the different locations. Okay? So if there's anyone out here at this piano out here, can you please turn off the flashlight? Or if wherever you are, can you please go and turn off the flashlight that's on right now? Thank you. And it seems like it came right back on. You have to turn it off and leave it off. So can you please do that within the next 20 to 30 seconds? Thank you. Was that within 20 seconds?
20 seconds exactly.
20 seconds exactly. Alright, well, is the one upstairs on still? It looks like it's...
It's on.
Yeah, it looks like it's still on. Can you turn it off? Is it off now?
It's off.
I need them to tell us that it's off.
Yes, it's off.
Alright. Are there relatives of the Hills who are turning on and off the flashlights? If you are a relative of the Hills...
On.
Well, that's bright. That's strong. Is that strong?
Yes.
Is there anybody up on the second floor that would like to let us know you're here? Can you turn on the flashlight within the next 20 to 30 seconds to let us know that that's where you'd like to make your presence known?
Second floor on.
Thank you. That's interesting. Thank you. The person that turned on the flashlight on the second floor, is that where you mainly stay? Do you mainly stay up there on the second floor? If you want to let us know the answer is yes, please turn on the flashlight within the next 20 to 30 seconds.
Flashlight on upstairs.
That's within 30 seconds.
Yep.
Wow, so they're like stuck up there. You know, and I have another question right now. Is it off?
No.
Right now, the security camera crew, which is Teresa and Erica, are radioing out to us what they're seeing upstairs on the second floor, and apparently both lights are on. Also, downstairs, another light just came on, but the lights upstairs on the second floor were turned on within 30 seconds, or the first one anyway, and that's very pertinent to the question that was asked. Is there anyone on the second floor that would like to let us know that you're still there? You have to turn on a flashlight to let us know that you are still up there. You have 20 to 30 seconds to do that. Keep the count going. Turn on a flashlight upstairs, please. Thank you.
Upstairs light on.
Thank you. Good. If you were a visitor to this hill mansion and you once stayed here and you really liked it here and that's why you're here, or you stayed here temporarily and that's why you're connected to this place, can you please turn on an upstairs flashlight, because that's where the guest rooms are, or some of the guest rooms, within the next 20 to 30 seconds, please.
Upstairs light on.
Thank you.
Time.
3 seconds to spare.
Thank you.
Did you grow up in this house?
Let the light go out. That's a good question.
I was gonna ask for the upstairs.
Okay.
If you grew up in this house, could you turn the upstairs light on, please? Within the next 20 to 30 seconds? Nope.
But they were a traveler, a guest here. Are you the male voice that Tony and I heard in the hallway yesterday afternoon when we were walking through with Elaine? Can you please turn on the light on the second floor? The second floor?
Upstairs light on.
Thank you. That kind of creeped me out a little. My eyes are almost about to water.
What room number is it up there that they always say? 305?
205 is in the back hall.
205?
Upstairs light off.
There's a VIP guest room upstairs on the second floor. Do you know where it is? Yes. I need the light on the second floor to go on. If you know where that room is, it's the special guest room. It's the one the Hills put the special guests in. Politicians.
Upstairs light on.
Thank you.
Boy, when it knows, it knows.
Yeah, it's like really, it's a quick response. Someone downstairs, the person that's downstairs turning on the flashlight, do you know who's turning on and off the lights? Sometimes the lights get turned back on late at night, 8:30, 9:30 at night. Do you know who's doing that? Can you turn on the flashlight on the piano to let us know? If the answer is yes.
Piano on.
Is it within the time?
Yep.
Laura Hill, are you here with us right now? that was quick.
Piano light went on.
Hello? Thank you. That was quick. Laura Hill, Mrs. Hill, did you sit with us at tea tonight? Were you sitting at the table with us, enjoying our attempt at conversation? You turn on the flashlight down here within the next 20 to 30 seconds if the answer is yes. If you sat with us. I just heard some sounds.
Yeah.
Piano on.
20 seconds. So that would be a yes. She sat with you.
We'll ask her where she's at. Mrs. Hill, were you sitting on the side of the table that was closest to the wall, the door, over, away from the windows? Is that where you were sitting while we were having tea? At the table with us? Can you turn on the flashlight to let us know that's where you were sitting?
Yes.
Flashlight on.
Thank you. Mrs. Hill, we have a question about a sound that we heard while we were having tea. We would like to know if you rearranged the flowers, or you touched the flowers, maybe you saw like a flower was out of place and you just were readjusting it. It's because it sounded like the flowers are being readjusted. Could you turn on the flashlight to let us know that yes, that's what we heard, that you were picking through the flowers?
Piano on.
20 seconds.
20 seconds?
Mm-hmm.
That's good time. Thank you. Wow. So far, all of our questions have been answered about tea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Teresa, is that correct?
I don't think she heard.
Yes.
No, maybe she did.
Because one of them's doing sound, the other one's doing
Yeah.
visual. Mrs. Hill, when we were having tea, we let you know that that we were going to save a spot for your friend. Did you bring a friend with you? Did a friend sit with you on the other end of the table? Can you turn the light on to let us know that the answer is yes, please, if you brought a friend? Yeah, turn the light downstairs to let us know the answer is yes, you brought a friend.
No.
No friend? Okay.
So ask her if it was her by herself to confirm it.
Okay, were you by yourself? Did you come to enjoy tea by yourself? Because we gave you kind of late notice. We would understand that you didn't have time to contact any friends. Did you sit with us by yourself? If the answer is yes, can you please turn on the flashlight to let us know within the next 30 seconds?
Piano
He
on.
had flash. Yep. I just wanted to double check the answer.
Just got like flickered.
Yep.
It's still on though, right?
It's still flickering.
Mrs. Hill, did you enjoy tea with us tonight? I mean, did you like it that we invited you to tea?
Yes.
Piano on.
That was pretty
That was the
immediate.
one you didn't want to know the answer to?
Oh, I was afraid that she wouldn't answer because I don't know. I mean, we've never done tea
I
before.
thought you had some juicy inside information.
No, I just want to know, like,
Mrs. Hill, did I do a good job serving tea? That was the first time I've ever done it. Did I do all right? If the answer is yes, could you turn on the light in the next 20 to 30 seconds?
I'm afraid. I'm afraid that the answer is no.
It's beginning to look that way.
It's out.
Piano on.
It was out. Was it
Boy,
within?
you made me sweat that one out.
Was it within 30?
Barely.
Yes.
I didn't hear you.
Yes, it was within 30.
Oh, that's funny. What was it, like 29?
They're about 27.
Oh my gosh. Mrs. Hill, is this your favorite room in the mansion? Is the ladies' parlor your favorite room in the mansion?
Piano on.
Thank you. Mrs. Hill, do you like sugar cookies? And we brought some lemon cookies with some nuts in it, right? What were in them, the cookies?
I'm not sure. But they were lemon cookies.
Do you like lemon cookies too? Do you like sugar cookies and lemon cookies? Can you turn on the light to let us know that you like those two types of cookies? Please? The light on the piano, please?
Piano on.
Within 30?
Yeah, within 20.
Within 20?
It's 20 seconds. They've been all right about 20.
Really?
Yeah.
No matter how
It's
long...
either been right away or it's been about 20 seconds.
And it's no matter how long we wait to ask the questions or how soon we ask the questions. It's like a standard response time.
Yeah, it's been either
So it's,
instant or 20 seconds.
right. Okay.
You know, right around 20 seconds.
So that
Except for a couple. There's been a couple. Like when I asked about how well I did.
Piano off.
Mrs. Hill, we served Earl Grey tea. Are you familiar with Earl Grey tea? If so, can you please turn on the flashlight on the piano down here, the same one that you've been turning on? Can you do that within 30 seconds to let us know that you are familiar with it? Okay.
Nope.
Wow.
Ask her if she liked it.
Oh. Mrs. Hill, did you have any of the Earl Grey tea? Did you like it if you had some? Did you like the taste of it? It sounds weird asking somebody that question.
Piano on.
Mm-hmm.
That is weird. Thank you. Mrs. Hill, I have one more question, okay? Erica would like to know if you enjoyed our conversation during tea time, during our tea party, or what did we call it? Tea. During ladies' tea time. Did you enjoy our conversation? Can you please turn the light on to let us know that you enjoyed what we talked about? Holidays, family, politics, men, Easter? $30?
30.
Was it because you couldn't really relate to what we were saying because we weren't speaking about it in your time? As in the time when you were alive?
Piano on.
So the piano light went on. Is it off?
Piano off.
Yeah, it flashed on a couple times.
Okay. Is it time? Is it at 12 o'clock right now?
No, quarter up.
Okay. We apologize. We are not well versed in the times that you lived your adulthood, so we weren't really sure what to talk about. We were really nervous about that. I do have a question though. I was wondering if you would like to have tea more often with ladies at this table here.
Piano on.
Immediately, yep.
Wow, you guys.
And every time you mention something to that effect about having tea in this room, it's been a,
Right away.
yeah.
So we just wrapped up a flashlight session here in the ladies' parlor, and John and Kat were asking questions about visitors to the mansion and people who lived here in the mansion, and we were getting some interesting results from those questions. But eventually we moved on to Kat, kind of focusing on questions regarding Mrs. Hill and the interactions that they thought they were having with Mrs. Hill down here when they were having a tea party earlier in the evening. And what was interesting is we had a lot of responses with the flashlight, where the flashlight would either come on as a positive response or a yes answer to the question, or the flashlight would stay off as a no answer to the question. Kat continued to ask questions regarding whether she enjoyed the tea party, or she enjoyed the tea, she enjoyed the company or the conversation. And each time she would rephrase the question to either elicit a positive response or a negative response. And what was the most interesting about all that is the responses were always the same. So when she would ask the question in a manner to get a positive response, the flashlight would come on and give that response. When she asked the question in a manner to get a negative response, the flashlight would stay off, indicating that it was a negative response. So it showed that there was some sort of intelligent communication going on with Mrs. Hill during this flashlight session, and that we were getting real accurate responses to the earlier events of the evening. So it's pretty successful in our opinion.